Is this the best Michigan football rushing attack in a decade? Absolutely. 2 decades? Maybe. Yeah, maybe not Mike Hart, but more than one running back that you can count on and can deliver in big games. We're going to talk running backs. We are going to talk the quarterback situation. Jim Harbaugh, is he back to old Harbaugh? And the defense and that bum Rocky Lombardi and what they did to him. Before we do, though, I want to ask you guys to subscribe to the channel, youtube.com/Michigan TV. And about 40, 45 or so of you guys subscribed yesterday. We asked you, we're trying to get to 15,000 by the end of the month. It's a stretch goal, but maybe we can get there. So really appreciate if you could. If you love Michigan football and if you at least like what you see today, like this show, if you watched it in the past, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Take it gray, make it red, or vice versa, whatever one it is. Hit that red button, make it gray. You will be subscribed. All right. We have got Michigan, Northern Illinois. Want to talk about what we learned, what our biggest takeaways are from this game, some kind of hot takes and instant reactions from this 63-10 blowout victory. Let's toss up the stat screen, the scoreboard on the screen. Rocky Lombardi returns to the big house, 9 of 17, 46 yards passing after dropping 300 plus and 3 touchdowns with Michigan State last year in a victory over Michigan. 1 touchdown, 1 INT for him. The running back Whaley, we talked about him on the show yesterday, only 12 carries for 34 yards on Michigan side. Cade McNamara only played the first half, 8 of 11, 191, 1 touchdown rushing, 1 touchdown passing. Blake Corum, your star of the day, 13 carries for 125 and 3 touchdowns and 13 yards on 1 catch. Cornelius Johnson, an 87-yard touchdown pass, 3rd longest touchdown catch in Michigan football history. 3 catches, 117, and 1 touchdown, folks. Give me your one-word reaction to Michigan destroying Northern Illinois. They could have dropped 85 easily if they had not been putting in guys like Alan Bowman and such in the game towards the end of the half. My one-word reaction, into the game I should say, my one-word reaction, awesome, right? So go down. I'll pin this comment, maybe whatever. And yeah, I'll pin this one to the bottom of the video. Right below it, you'll see a pinned comment. Reply to that one. Give me your one-word reaction. The Wolverines, 9 touchdowns on their first 9 drives. And then they actually scored one on their 10th drive, you saw, but penalty took away a kind of 4th stringer type touchdown for them. That was impressive to see. Could have been 10 for 10. That could have also been their 9th rushing touchdown, which would have tied a Michigan football record. 63-10, folks, is your final. You see the stats. You see the scoreboards, the scoreboard there, and everything that happened with this team. And we're going to talk and jump into my 5 takeaways on this one as Michigan beats Northern Illinois 63-10 on a beautiful Saturday in Ann Arbor. Number 1, as Bud Kilmer said, we're a running team, okay? Michigan this season is equivalent to Alabama or Ohio State or Clemson or Oklahoma, that they've been through the passing game. That's what Michigan is in the running game, folks, and it is awesome. I was so impressed with the running game once again today. We've got a weigh-in coming up for you, producer Trace. I want to make sure you guys understand what we're asking you for. If you love the running game, type Go Blue in the comments. 3 straight games, over 300 yards. I went back like 15 years yesterday. I couldn't find 3 straight games with over 300 yards. Done it for the first time in Jim Harbaugh's tenure as Michigan's football coach, and that is big time. So go down, light up the comments with Go Blue, and I'll be glad that you do, because you won't see any of these pesky Northern Illinois or Ohio State fans that like to litter the comments and troll. 233 yards, 373 on the ground for this Michigan football team. What a performance for Michigan on the day. 373 yards, 606 yards of offense, and 63 whopping points. Again, they got in the end zone another time. Could have been 70 points. 8 touchdowns on the ground today for Jim Harbaugh's Wolverines. What a performance, okay? What a performance. It reminds me of that Rutgers game a few years ago. They've got Rutgers coming to the big house next week, and I think Michigan's going to give them the business just like they've done the last 3 weeks. You think so too? Michigan will probably be about 25-point favorite against Rutgers next week. Get going with BetUS. It's our sportsbook partner for the 2021 season. Once again, chatsports.com/GoBlue. If you use that URL, just type it into your browser, right? You'll go to BetUS's sign-up page for Michigan fans. If you use that promo code GoBlue, 125% deposit bonus, which means you put in your first 100 and you get an extra 125. You put in 200, 250, 300, 375. You can do math. 500, $675 in deposit bonus. Allows you to lose a couple games and still have some cash in there to be a little bit above in the black, as they call it, in the finance game. My takeaway, number 2, is Blake Corum is awesome. Again, 3 straight games, he is awesome, and I was wildly impressed with what I saw from him. And folks, look, This number 2 could be Michigan's next Heisman wearing that number 2. 13 carries, 125 for the game. He's got up around, he's got to have over 500 yards in the year. I'll look at those season stats here. 3 touchdowns, 9 yards per carry, 9.6 yards per carry. Also added a catch for 13 yards today. So he's getting involved in the passing game. He's getting crushing in the rushing game. I think you could kind of call him Michigan's starting running back, although it seems like Hassan Haskins got the first few carries today, which would designate him technically the starter. But as Michigan's backup running back, is Blake Corum a Heisman candidate? I think yes. But we've been burned by September Heisman candidates before by this program. Chris Perry, Braylon Edwards, Tate Forcier, Denard Robinson twice, quite a few other guys here or there. Maybe Jabril Peppers was the Heisman favorite maybe in 2016. Type Y for yes. Type N for no. I am saying yes. I haven't watched any other college football games yet today. I'll take a look at the highlights and stats later. But as of the way I take it now, we're talking about performance on the field. 8 touchdowns so far this year. 500 yards rushing. A handful of catches. I think absolutely Blake Corum is a Heisman candidate right now. And if you want to be a YouTube Heisman candidate, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Once again, I ask you guys, get us to 15,000 subscribers. It'd mean a lot. Going after Steve Deese. I've heard some wild things about that guy, and somehow he's beaten me in subscribers. I don't know about that. Maybe he's buying some bots. I don't know, but we can beat him together. You and me, we're going to do this together. We're going to beat the Michigan Podcast in subscribers. They're at like 15,000. We're at 14,400. YouTube.com/Michigan TV. Rocky Lombardi, he didn't have the eye of the tiger, folks. No eye of the tiger for Rocky Lombardi. Dropped 300 plus last year on Michigan. Take a look at Rocky's stats here. 9 of 17. 46 yards, 1 tutty, 1 interception, had 70 plus or so on the ground. Okay, cool. He had a few read options where Michigan crashed on the running back and he broke off a little bit of running. But look, Rocky went in the locker room after the game and he screamed, "Adrian!" But the sequel wasn't as good for Rocky Lombardi as it was for Rocky Balboa and Sylvester Stallone when he beat Apollo Creed. Jim Harbaugh, maybe we'll call him the Apollo Creed in this one, but he flipped the script. Rocky got the win the first time. In the sequel, though, Michigan just absolutely crushed the Northern Illinois passing game. Rocky Lombardi, happy trails, sayonara. Hope to never see you in Michigan Stadium again. How about the quarterbacks? Cade and McNamara look good. 8 of 11 in the first half, 191 and a tutty to Cornelius Johnson, 87 yards. J.J. McCarthy came in and started the second half, which I thought was okay, which I thought was a good move. Get him some real live action where it's not just, okay, we're trying to run the clock out here. Michigan had 9 touchdowns on their first 9 drives, as I said earlier in the show. It happened in the first half. I think it was 6 for 6, 5 for 5, 6 for 6 in the first half, and then kept it going in the second half, right? There was no fall off with J.J. McCarthy. And look, I think J.J. McCarthy throws probably a better ball than Cade McNamara, but I think Cade did okay today. So I'll ask you guys this question. Grade Cade McNamara's day as Michigan starting quarterback. Only played 2 quarters. A, B, C, D, or F. That grade, I guess I'm going to go a B- for Cade McNamara. Missed 1 long pass to Cornelius Johnson. He could have had another long touchdown pass. And, it was just okay in other aspects. They didn't make him do too much with 370 or so yards on the ground. Number 5. New year, there's that Seinfeld scene where it's like, new year, new me, and it's Newman, right? This is new year, new Harbaugh, okay? Jim Harbaugh looks like a brand new man, and the offensive performance, this looks like the 2016 team all again. Take a look at these stats on the screen, okay? 233, 373, 606, and 63. That looks like that Rutgers game in 2016. It looks like some of the better Harbaugh teams that you and I thought had a chance to win the Big Ten, had a chance to beat Ohio State. Again, not Harbaugh again, but this program again. And I'm excited, folks. I am a big-time excited for what we saw coming out of that game. Before we ask another question on Jim Harbaugh, one more time, subscribe to the channel, please. We're trying to get to 15,000. I don't want to say it too much. I want you guys to say, Yoder, quit asking for subscribers. I'm watching already. Okay, cool. You subscribe. I apologize. You have to deal with it. We need to get to 15,000 or else is what I was talking about, the big wigs and fat cats here at Chat Sports. Question, though, for you. Is Jim Harbaugh a new man? He looks like a new man to me. Slim down, Slim Jim, and he's getting fired up on the sidelines. Michigan just pounding Northern Illinois into the ground today. Type N if it's a new man, and type S. I guess it's like it's new but old. And, it's like the old Harbaugh, the guy we remember, but same old Jim. I'm talking about the guy we saw the last 2 or 3 seasons that looked like a grandpa on the sideline, not really making any noise. And he was like, gosh, Harbaugh, these big glasses, gray hair, and his big pot belly. Who the hell is this guy? I think it's a new Harbaugh. I saw it last week. I love Harbaugh. I've been kind of hating him. Hey, shame on you guys, though. All you haters who was calling for Harbaugh to get fired last year, I wouldn't know anything about that. Trust me. Shame on you guys for not giving him an extra year. Corona, family, whatever it was last year. I never called for Harbaugh's job. Believe me. All right, so yeah, believe me. All right, one more time, take a look at the scoreboard here before we take a look at my last point of the game. Michigan 63-10 winners over Northern Illinois. Fun game. Never in doubt, and that is all that you wrote from there. Last but not least, we focused a lot on the offense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end on this. Do you like that D? You like that D? You like that D? Not this D here. Talking about Mike McDonald's D. What a performance. He would have held him to 3 points. If you really think about it, if it wasn't for garbage time touchdowns, one of which was today, they had a Michigan penalty on a punt and a Michigan penalty on a touchdown. You gave Northern Illinois the opportunity to score that last touchdown. Same thing happened in the opener. Washington put in a garbage time touchdown. It would be like 3-7-3 in their 3 games. The Michigan have 13 points total. As such, I think they have 34 points total in their 3 games. The first team offense is defense giving up no points. I hope that continues next week versus Rutgers. 2 weeks against Wisconsin, folks. If we get to that Wisconsin game and win in Madison, this thing will be rolling. The hype train will be in full flow, and I'm jumping on it right now because I'm excited. I know it's September 18th, but nevertheless, I'm excited about what we've seen from this program. I will have my Michigan football overreaction Sunday coming up for you tomorrow. Until then, go Blue.